might be a little hard for you, too. We're going to talk about the Chiefs. I'm sorry about this. Reading the Chiefs are the 9th team to repeat as Super Bowl champions. And this season, they'll seek to do something that's never been done before, win 3 straight Super Bowls. In fact, of the previous 8 teams to repeat as Super Bowl champs, none of them even reached the Super Bowl in the following season. Bill, which AFC team is the biggest obstacle in the way of the Chiefs trying to get back to the Super Bowl next season?
I'm going to rely on history and say the Cincinnati Bengals, a team that beat the Chiefs 3 times, including in Arrowhead during the postseason to make it to the Super Bowl. I know we're not talking about them right now because last year was kind of a lost year with the Burrow injuries, but they have a great formula for matching up with the Chiefs. They're very unpredictable on defense. Love what they did this offseason as well. Really got back to spending on safety, bring back Von Bell, who they really missed, signed Geno Sternaway from the Ravens. They weren't able to be as creative on defense as they had been in years past because they lost their safeties last year in free agency. I feel like going out and getting help at safety, bringing in Sheldon Rankins up front, they're going to be a much tougher defense this year, and they get Joe Burrow back as well.
What about you, Brandon?
I think the Ravens because, you know, I think Harbaugh is a great coach. I think he's going to have them well coached this year. They got a lot of guys coming back. And then, you know, this year's draft, you always got to know that they've been doing really good with drafting guys and, you know, picking guys up. And so I'm going to have to go with the Ravens because Lamar Jackson and them, they are feeling it. I know that feeling of how teams was mad at us, like San Fran this year. They came back with a vengeance this year when they played us. And so I just got to give it to, you know, Lamar and those guys. I know they still stinging or they still stung, you know, from that game that they, you know, lost to the Chiefs. And it was great. It was great.
Yeah, listen, I think the usual suspects, the Baltimore Ravens, I think they still have a DNA that they're going to always be in the mix. Obviously, the Houston Texans, with all the moves that they made, and we see the progress that they made. I'm throwing in the Jets as well if they can, if all those guys can stay healthy. But listen, Laura, at the end of the day, if you come at the king, you better not miss with the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, we can talk about all these other teams in the AFC, but the Chiefs sit atop the perch. As long as they got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. You got to come dethrone them, baby.
Yeah. All right. So, but let's go to the NFC real quick here, Brandon. What about the Eagles? Y'all get back to the Super Bowl?
Well, you know what? Hey, you know I'm definitely going to speak on us. I mean, we got Saquon. We got a lot of guys. And like I told you, everybody has to gel together. We all got to work well together, have that great work relationship. And so I know for me, with Saquon, the offense is going to be dynamic. Vic Fangio, and I'm so excited for what's to come.
You're so humble.
And the leadership, baby.
You're not mentioning Brandon Graham. They have you too, okay?